are such an asshole.
It's a reliable internet day today. It's nice because I'm not in Vegas with Cox Communications or South Dakota. And we have a request. If you have a request, you could always go to assholeconsulting.com. Oh, Captain, my captain, please keep me anonymous. I'd like a video on this situation where a guy is suing 50 girls for lying about him on Facebook. A little background, this guy is some sort of doctor, went online and started dating a few gals, would meet up and screen them out. If their pictures didn't match, if they were super liberal, if they wouldn't match what he was going for, he cut them off. Now, I haven't read the article, so I don't know. Is that the case? I'm very curious if he said that's what he did. Well, surprise, surprise, the girls went on this Facebook group. Are we dating the same guy? And called them all sorts of shit. That's not the bad part. The bad part is there were girls that never met him, didn't know him, but made up stories about him being some sort of sexual predator. Complete fucking fabrications. Again, we'll find out in the article. I'm not calling you a liar or anything like that. You know, I always got to be careful. Like, did that really happen? But if that did happen, awesome. It is time for the good people to start suing back. I know a guy. I even did this. It's like, why it's harder to find a good man. Very similar situation. That's a very accomplished individual, very successful. And in a small enough town that his reputation mattered, he can't date in that town anymore. Not because girls like were on the Facebook, are we dating the same guy? That yes, that did happen to him. Yeah, they were gossiping. I don't think anything disparaging or libelous was said. But the fact that he was on that is like, yeah, I worked way too hard for this career to have that fall apart. And so now what all these girls have managed to do is drive, world's most eligible bachelor out of that dating market. Now he dates in a different town. And until it happens there again, I what amazes me is the lack of empathy, the ability to think of other people. Even if this person screwed you over somehow, like there's a line where no, that I shouldn't do that. I probably really shouldn't do that. That'd be wrong. Like how sad and pathetic is it you be gossiping and chatty Cathy's on the internet? Like, oh my God. And by the way, this guy I knew, he's not dating like 21, 22-year-old adult children. He's dating girls in their 30s and sometimes their 40s. It's still that shit. Like, do you fucking grow up? And this happens. We'll go into the article. Other guys, in this guy's case, he's a doctor. Do girls like doctors? Do you want doctors to keep dating? The Huberman guy, we'll be talking about that on Rule Zero. That Huberman guy's like super alpha all of a sudden, and he's a doctor, Stanford researcher or professor or something. He's got to deal with the latest, what did they call him? Angry millennial girl boss who decided to do a hit piece on him. Like, fuck. Well, I'm going to be really successful and rich. What if he becomes a little bit, not famous, but known, somewhat of a public figure? Well, then we're going to take him down and gossip about him. Well, surprise, surprise. Girls with didn't know him, but made up stories about him being some sort of sexual creature that hunts other creatures beneath them on the food chain. Complete fucking fabrications. It got back to him, and he's launching a lawsuit for defamation, invasion of privacy, and libel. As assuming this is all true. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. And if Facebook wanted to maybe not be in the line of fire, maybe y'all ought to shut some of those websites down. I'm all for the freedom of speech, but not if you're going to do this to libel and disparage. Lying is the thing. The news is trying to do the man bad, woman good victim bullshit they always do. But funny story, this guy made a GoFundMe. It's getting traction in the manosphere. I linked to it down below. Read through it. I'm just linking to it because to save time. I'll be perfectly honest. Didn't read through the article. Don't know if this sounds like bullshit or not. We'll find out in a second. If on your own research you'd like to help out this guy, yeah, I'm more like excited somebody's fighting back. It's like, no, this is bullshit. You said before we remove the carrot from young women to behave properly. Remove the carrot from women. Did we remove the carrot for young women to behave properly? I know men has had the carrot removed. That's why they're really not working that out. I don't know if what would the carrot for women be? To behave, don't gossip, don't lie and catfish dudes, don't lie about having children, be a healthy weight, etc. I feel like this is going to be the era of the stick. Like, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, lawsuits, not being hired for jobs, guys not wanting to go on dates, guys not wanting to get married. Most of that is already happening, but the lawsuits would be where you got to go after the institutions. Where it's like, okay, you just did a whole bunch of don't hire white men, but we didn't say that, so we can get around it. Nope, here comes a lawsuit. I believe there's Disney's getting sued by some conservative group for that precise thing, discrimination against white people or white males. I'm not sure which, because you can't sue them for discriminating against white women. They get a ton of that. It's but yeah, I tend to agree with you. Whether this story has a lot of veracity or not, that's the way it's going to go. And yeah, I think there is a lot of well, Harvard got sued, didn't it? Honestly, God, I don't know why would anyone want to go there anymore, but they did lose. These girls know this guy wasn't a raisinist. He didn't do anything to them. He just said no. But instead of being a goddamn adult, there you go. They told every girl on Facebook page lies to get even. It's bullshit, and I hope he bankrupts them all. Please give a video response. All right, so let's go to the article. USA Today. So it's journalism, sort of, but it's on the left. No USA Today. I don't want to have any pop-ups. Subject of Are We Dating the Same Guy post sues women, claims they've defamed him. Stuart Lucas Murray of Santa Monica suing a group of Los Angeles area women who posted about him on a Facebook group known as Are We Dating the Same Guy? Well, he's going to lose because it's in California. It's Los Angeles, so I don't know. Good luck. The California man is suing a group of women for defamation over posts in a Facebook group known as Are We Dating the Same Guy? Stuart Lucas Murray of Santa Monica originally filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles County Court in June of 2023 and amended the complaint in November. Court records show it alleges libel, sex-based discrimination, gender violence, invasion of privacy, and conspiracy, along with other allegations. Vanessa Valdez said in a statement provided to USA Today that she and the co-defendants maintain an unequivocal stance of innocence against the accusations lodged by Mr. Murray. Just don't live in California would be one of my kind of thing. Don't live near the nuclear power plant. Just be me. The statement also said Murray had a litigious background and called the lawsuit a malicious and deliberate misuse of the court process. Did he? Hang on, I got to close this. Murray responded to US Today's request for comment by referring to his statements online to his fundraiser, which calls the women's actions hate-filled and unrelenting. Murray, see, what I'm looking for is proof he didn't date any of these or some of these girls, and that he is not. Was he actually accused of raisoning? Or is this just a gossipy thing from USA Today to get clicks? Murray isn't the only man who has sued the women who post in Are We Dating the Same Guy? An online community whose founder says it is intended to help women safely navigate dating. And no, it's for gossip. It's for gossip. It can, as a secondary purpose, be, and which I'm not against. Yeah. Look out for that guy, but I'm afraid it's become more largely gossip. The men argue that it's unfair. The women being sued by Murray said he's seeking $2.6 million in damages. The acts of these defendants are hate-fueled and unrelentless. And unrelentless? Wouldn't it just be relentless? Read the statement on Murray's website. One can name them a female version of incels, femcells. The glue of their group is their hatred of men. All right, see, now I'm a little like questioning this guy. He sounds like he has an ideology, like he has a political motivation here. Now, it could also be bad reporting on USA Today, but one of the first things I want to have established is, what did they say? Does he have screenshots? Is this true? But speaking to press after a preliminary hearing on March 20th, several of the women said they were sharing their honest experiences. It's not about men versus women. It's really about the truth versus fiction, Valdez said. What did they say? I want to see screenshots. Is it just gossipy stuff? Or is there actually, oh no, he did this thing? Explained she had commented about receiving a barrage of harassing messages from Murray on the Facebook group. Myself and my fellow co-defendants were just speaking their truth. Oh, their truth. No, it's not their. No, see, now I'm going back to the other side. What it really probably is everyone deserves each other in this one. Olivia Berger said at a press conferences twice here, USA Today journalist. Honest to God, fuck all you journalists. You're horrible you're just horrible at your job. Myself and a fellow co-defendants were just speaking their truth, Olivia Berger said at a press conference. I'm writing down how it's written. After a hearing on March 20th, though she added most women included in the lawsuit had not met him, and some just added a comment or a like to others' posts about him. Well, what were the comments? See, this is where journalists would come in and help us out. But we don't have those now. Berger said it has taken time and energy to fight the lawsuit, and they have been representing themselves. The women have launched a GoFundMe to help with the legal costs. Murray has also launched a GoFundMe saying at least 238 Facebook accounts participated in harming me over a year. Are we dating the same guy? Well, okay, I think we all know what that is. Title implies women post screenshots. It's Inception, similar groups, Washington, D.C. Place for men to protect and empower other men. Well, are we dating the same girl? Oh, okay. So they had a counter group form. Well, warn each other of women who might be liars, cheaters, scammers, or exhibiting, or they're fat and they Photoshop their picture. I think honestly that would be the guy's main concern, so don't waste the time. Are we dating the same guy? Chicago lawsuit. Well, see, now we're already done with it. There were no quotes. There were no screenshots. This is just USA Today. I don't believe anyone in this. In January, a Chicago man took his distaste for the group's premise further, filing a lawsuit in federal court in Illinois against 27 women, one man, and Facebook itself for their involvement in Are We Dating the Same Guy, alleging that a negative post made about him constituted defamation. Well, is it freedom of speech? And what was the post? Why would we want to know this? How much you want to bet they don't listen? The suit filed by Nico De Ambrosio also alleges the post about him in the group violated anti-doxing laws and his right to privacy. Well, did they post your address or just post where you generally lived? The lawsuit likewise alleges that thousands of men have been similarly disparaged, many without their knowledge, and claims posts are not subjected to fact checks. D'Ambrosio has asked for a trial by jury and damages exceeding $75,000 for emotional distress, humiliation, reputational damage that result in lost earnings. Okay, well, that's a little, $75,000. Oh, I guess the other guy was accused of raisoning, but we don't know that because we never saw the screenshots. He's also seeking injunctive relief to forbid future posts being made about him. He likewise named several subsidiaries of Meta, Patreon, GoFundMe, and the arewedatingthesameguy.com website and filing. This would be one of those things where Facebook might want to set aside the freedom of speech and just shut that shit down to avoid lawsuits. Modern day Americans are not mature and responsible enough to not fuck this up. Is there a benefit to having are we dating the same guy? Are we dating the same girl? Yeah, you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to find a guy who's actually a raisinist. Both men and women just don't want to waste their time. There's some good value to this, but unfortunately, I guarantee you it's all gossip bullshit. As from a guy I do know, and his reputation is solid, and there were like quotes and screenshot. That guy I do trust. Here, this just sounds like a big piss. And that's it. That's the article. Wow, great journalism. Who wrote this? Who is about to win a Pulitzer? Who is Kinsey Crowley and Mary Walrath Holdridge? Ooh, hyphenated names. I'm not looking either of you up because it's just assumed now you guys are nobodies. And that was a real shit job. Really shitty article. No fucking joke. Mistake spelling, two of the same words. No fucking proof. No sucker. Just horrible. Why the fuck are you writing? I almost want to look him up just to see, like, master's degree at Columbia School of Journalism. All right. So there it is. I think I'll remove the GoFundMe. I didn't get, and not that I'm against the guy. I'm not convinced either way. Were they gossiping? Absolutely. Was it bullshit? Guarantee you. But I didn't see anything from either side. So there we go. Do we have any super chats? We got 5. What's going on, gang? Nonstop Drave, $2. Cappy's lawsuit from Carlson and PETA coming soon. No, if there'll be anything, I'm not. If there's going to be a lawsuit, I would just go find a bunch of Carlson School graduate majors. Say, did it come anywhere near what or were you just screwed over? Class action lawsuit. So if Carlson wants to go and sue me, let me see. That would be one company, school suing one person. I wonder if there's a lot of people, maybe thousands even, that went to the school and said, this didn't fucking come out the way we were told. And they sue. Wonder what's more likely. Ken Rose, $2. He says, hello. Thank you, Ken. Griff Ferguson, 10 Canadian bucks. This happens with moderately successful men too. If one woman can't have you, even if you weren't rude to them, they go out of their way to make sure other women can't have you either. I don't even know if it's that. Facebook, I know, is for older people. So I'm imagining 30 plus. It's just petty, lowbrow, Jerry Springer trash antics. And unfortunately, the guy I know, very successful. Yeah, he's like, no, this isn't, there wasn't even a necessary defamation or anything like that. He's just like worried about fallout. Like bad gossiping going on in the village. I don't have time for this. Oh, darn, ladies, a really wealthy, good looking, incredibly successful. And that's the real loss is, these guys aren't going to date publicly. Nonstop trade, $2. I'm surprised no one sued the Gorilla Glue company. Wait, did that one gal do it? She put Gorilla Glue in her hair and she sued him? My Truth, the king. $10. Did someone say my truth? My ears were on fire. Yeah, that's where I don't believe anyone here. They have shown their hand by completely going against the so-called group mission. This guy just happens to have the balls and money to hold him accountable. I'm all for it. Like if they falsely accused him of crimes he did not commit or said that they dated him and did not. Yeah, absolutely. And I would like to see proof of that in a newspaper, but we don't have that. And I'm kind of like, well, and let's just be honest. There are weird guys out there. There'd be guys that launch a frivolous lawsuit or just their feelings are hurt or they're, I guess you could be indignified by it. You're pissed off. But I haven't seen, yeah, look here. She says that I raisined her and I was somewhere else at that time. Then you'd have me. But the principle, I like the principle. Like if they're starting to, if you can get them, take the screenshots, get your proof and your evidence, and they're lying about you. They're actually defaming you. Absolutely. It's about time. William Mendoza, $2 is 5'7", a good height at 150 pounds. No, you're fat. Unless you're like built like a tank. 5'7", 150. No, I'm 150 and I'm 5'9". So, well, yeah, if you were built like a tank, if you had a lot of muscle, that'd be fine. But something tells me in you asking this question, you're not built like a tank. You're not ripped. You don't have muscles. I mean, you got muscles, but you're not. You probably skinny fat. Your gut probably hangs over your belt a little bit. Oh, God, why do we got more here? My Truth, the king. $5. There were 2 or 3 short videos by Daily Master highlights super applicable to this and Huberman you're discussing tomorrow. Strongly advise you watch them. I might, but it's well, one, I'm traveling, obviously, but man, there's just some days like, we do the videos. I got other requests and I'm doing other stuff, but then it's just like, yeah, how much I binged on a ton of podcast driving. I did. But it's just, and then you do the show all the, like, I'm going to talk about Huberman tomorrow. I really want to watch it. Like, not really. Do they have, let me ask you this, my truth. Do they have facts? Do they have screenshots? Like, oh no, this was said. Or do they have nothing more than USA Today? That Huberman thing, though, holy cow. That's just the one good thing about all that. Well, there's several good things. Huberman got a shit ton more traffic and audience members. And the response just told her to shut the fuck up. Just exposed her for the worthless. Her and the New Yorker, just worthless. You journals keep on doing it. Keep on making asses of yourself. Mark Magana, $2. Women can't not gossip. They need drama. I know. I'm not even against them gossiping. It's how there's like protection and they knew what's going on. I'm not getting, that's a biologically evolutionized thing. Gossiping when it comes at the risk of ruining an individual's reputation, male, female, doesn't matter. Just so they feel better about themselves. No. And the point of my previous video was like, look, you girls want good quality men. You got to stop scaring them away. And this gossiping shit with, oh my God, and, just by the fact the website is women saying, are we dating the same guy? These are high tier men. These are quality men because they be the type to date multiple women. And so, what was my point going to be with that? Oh, the high quality guys. So when you girls do this, I don't know if you remember any of those statistics that have been quoted many times. Apparently you ignore them all the time. Your chances of finding the guy you want is already very, very statistically low. You make it worse when you instead of acting in true sisterhood self-interest, which would be, well, maybe he wasn't the right guy for me, but I will not besmirch him because he might be the right guy for some other gal. I want my fellow sisters to know, unless you're all catty and jealous. But no, just keep scaring away your surgeons, keep scaring away your doctors, keep scaring away your chiefs of police, keep scaring away your your entrepreneurs, your billionaires, your hedge fund men. Keep scaring them away, girls. Just keep doing it. My truth, $2. Those 2 or 3 vids, only 15 minutes total. Oh, okay. Well, maybe okay. Later on tonight, when I go to bed, I'll take a look at them. All right, for you, truth, for you. The Noble One, $5. Why isn't there an Asian Scooby-Doo? Because Scooby himself is the Scooby snack for the gang. What? Why isn't there an Asian Scooby-Doo? Because Scooby's American. Because Scooby himself is the Scooby snack for the gang. I don't get it. Is that a joke? Wait, because Scooby himself. You lost me, Noble One. Thanks for the $5, but you lost me. Don't send another super chat to explain the punchline to me. That's all right. I don't need it. Maybe I just stopped picking up. All right, tomorrow, Rule Zero will be hosted here on the old Cappy's channel. We'll be talking about Huberman and how it's exposed, peering the curtain a little bit behind some female nature. And that's it. We'll see you guys. Oh, link below. No, I just have link to Asshole Consulting. That's it. See you guys later. Toodles.